Hey guys, Poe and I here again. Just wanted to kind of show you how to begin using the stationing mat or the stationing blanket, whichever you choose. I have a hand towel today. I folded it in half. This is a new station for Poe completely, so she has never seen it before. I figured that would be good to kind of show you a few different methods to get her to utilize stationing on this or returning to this predictably. So we'll see how we go. She's maybe a little tired. We just did a training session, but I think she'll be engaged enough to get through this. So first off, I'm just gonna lay the blanket down, the mat down, and either target her right with a touch to come on the mat, or if she explores it on her own, I'm gonna mark her when she does explore it. So show you what that looks like. Put this over here too so we can see it a little better. And notice, again, I'm tossing treats off the mat when she comes to it. I can show you how we would do it with a target. Touch. We can lure a little bit more, so all paws are on that mat. Touch. And then Poe is does a predictable station, so that's why you saw her turn and lie down. But I will show you the power of stationing. Let me see. So again, I'm just randomly going to place this in different areas. And as you see, I'm not even providing any verbal cue. The cue is the blanket. So let me show you again how we would increase duration on the mat. Again, these sessions probably best to start. I know we had talked about when the meal was being prepared, but I think the best is to keep up with those exercises of the distraction and also the targeting while the meal's being prepared. I think you should start building this mat behavior separately and then bring it into it. With that said, I think, you know, what your start would be is like we were showing here, placing the mat down and either having Uno come to it with a touch target, or if he explores the mat on himself, marking like I was doing with Poe, and then treating off mat so it resets the behavior. Let me show you again just how that looks, and we'll go from there. So I'll show you with the target. Touch. Poe touches, click, and treat off mat. Now we'll show with the mat again. If Uno explores the mat, I'm gonna put the mat down. Once contact is made, we click. Now, to build up duration with this behavior, we would do this. Time on the mat, contact is there, and then we wait, right? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Move, you know, so I can move back in my case with Poe. I can kind of do some things. She will stay there. I'd like to say indefinitely, but yeah, and then that treat. Now that's way more than we need with Uno, obviously. 1 second is great, and then building it from there to 2 seconds to 3 seconds. So something like this. 1 Mississippi. Throw off to reset. Now this will become a loop, you'll see. Door is open, so a little distraction for Poe outside. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. So again, probably faster than you would work it up in Uno's case, but that gives you an idea of how we can stretch duration and also build in distraction. So I'd say once this mat behavior is happening predictably outside of the context of the meal preparation, I think it would be really smart to then bring it into the meal preparation. Again, I think this video will help, but I think it would be a good idea to get Uno, again, predictably coming onto that mat, you know, in a training session, say, hey, my objective is to get him to touch it 5 times out of 5 times. So you do that, and then when your objectives end, met, you end the session. So maybe it's a minute, 2 minutes. Once that's predictable, building that duration like we did there, a second, 2 seconds, and also distraction, building in food distractions and stuff. So I think this done separately outside of the food behavior at first and then brought into it will really make a difference, because the power of stationing can be taken across context for different behaviors, like we were talking about when guests are over, helping to maybe keep off the counter at times, putting the station blanket on a chair. Again, with that said, making sure when we're not using the stationing blanket to put it away so it's not just lying around. Otherwise, what's going to happen is Uno's going to touch it at times when it's not training, and there's going to be no reinforcement in the sense of maybe a treat or something else. So I want to keep it only in the context of stationing. The other thing would be, with that said, for the feeding meal prep, keep doing now the distraction and also that targeting game. And then, like I was saying, once you're confident Uno's coming to this predictably, and also we're stretching the duration, then we'll bring it in. I honestly think if you did this with the mat 2 minutes a day for 5 days, he would definitely get the hang of it. And then we could talk about kind of bringing it into the other aspect. But again, either targeting him initially on this mat, or just letting him get onto it predictably himself.